What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm bringing you guys another amazing episode of In It to Win It. For those of you guys that forgot, this is my VGC 2020 Road to Rank S series, where I can go a little bit more in depth, talking about my thoughts, talking about my teams, and generally getting a better one-on-one connection with you viewers in chat. Before we get into today's team featuring Gmax Dreadnought, which you can see right here, I want to direct you guys to the question of the day, and that is, what Gmax Pokemon, Gigantamax Pokemon, do you think actually deserve more usage? There's a lot of Gmax Pokemon that are legal now with the start of the May rules. I think they're also making it so Garbodor, Gengar, Machamp, all those new Pokemon are going to be legal on the ranked ladder. But there's also Pokemon like Gmax Dreadnought, which no one really uses for some reason, and I think Gmax Dreadnought is probably the most slept on Gmax in the whole format. People think it can't set rain for itself because its liquidation or its water attack turns into Gmax Stone Surge, which then sets rocks in the opponent's side of the field, which aren't really good in doubles. But I think people are just building this Pokemon the wrong way. Personally, I think Gmax Dreadnought's busted. I implore you guys to leave your comments in the comments below, telling me what Pokemon you think are really underrated that are Gmax Mons. I also think Gmax Meowth could be really fun because people don't know what it's gonna do, but that's for another video. But yeah, back to Dreadnought. It doesn't need to set its own rain. You know, you can use a different Pokemon, Dynamax, and then set rain for the Dreadnought so we can use its Swift Swim. It gets the ability Swift Swim, it gets Strong Jaw, those are both super good. We're using a weakness policy set today because it has a lot of weaknesses. Weaknesses to electric, weaknesses to grass, weaknesses to ground, weaknesses to fighting. Those are definitely some common types, and it means Dreadnought can actually reliably get that weakness policy boost. We're also using a lot of Pokemon. You can see we got Bulldoze Venusaur, we got Earthquake Gyarados, we have Earthquake Excadrill. We're going to be self-procking a lot of our own weakness policies here. And then from there, we are just going to be slamming in some huge max moves from this +2 Dreadnought. Dreadnought also is really cool because it's a rock water type, which means, yeah, it works really great in the Swift Swim, in the rain, but it also works really good in the sand. So if we have Dreadnought and we go for a max rock fall, we can activate our Excadrill Sand Rush, or vice versa. And remember, guys, rock types get a 1.5 boost to their special D stat in the sand. So this is a really cool team because it can go Sun with the Torkoal Zard Venusaur. It can go Rain with the Gyarados Dreadnought. It can go Sand with the Dreadnought or Gyarados setting the sand because Gyarados also has the, has the Stone Edge. And the Excadrill. This team is super cool. It's the best way to play aggro weather I think I've seen in the VGC 2020 season so far. I know we're not using a Pelipper, I know we're not using a Hail user, but I think this is the best that you're actually going to get for having a multi-weather team, and I hope you guys like the games. Remember, we're playing at the very top of the ladder, so I think we're in the top 500-600s, and we might be able to even make a push for rank 1 with something like this. So hopefully you guys like it. Let's get right on into the games. Here we go. Okay, going into our very first game, we have a 1558 ranked player. Let's see what we have. Lucario, Primarina, Dusclops always, Ferrothorn, Lamau. I really like the Drampa, and Aromatisse. Wow, that is actually a super cool team. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to get TR up against me, but I do think I kind of want to go Torkoal Zard. If I go Torkoal Zard, I'm pretty sure I can just nuke whatever they have. I outspeed the Lucario. Primarina might be an issue there, but I'd be able to still get up a Wildfire, and then I would just send out something to check the Primarina like my Venusaur. So yeah, we're going to go Torkoal, Charizard. I know we're supposed to use all the good Pokemon like the Dreadnought and stuff like that, but remember, we're playing at the very top of the ranked ladder. We still got to try and win. And do I like... I do like Excadrill here. Sashmon, pretty solid. Gyarados is Scarf, so it's going to be kind of hard to use. Dreadnought doesn't seem terrible, but I know they're going to be bringing on the Ferrothorn, and I don't want to fight Ferrothorn with my Dreadnought. As much as I think that might be okay, I don't really want to. I really do respect the Aromatisse over there, and that's one of the reasons why I'm going with this super aggressive, double AoE potential lead. If I lead Torkoal Zard, I can go for big Life Orb boosted Sun, Solar Power, Heat Waves, and I can go for those big sun-boosted Choice Specs Eruptions. So we have to use Torkoal correctly. I have to respect the Drampa switching, guys. Remember, Drampa gets Cloud 9. So it's not only a really good esports team, it's a really good ability in Pokemon. It's one of the best ways to use Drampa. Personally, I think Drampa is definitely an underrated Pokemon in this meta. It was underrated in Gen 7 too. It's a very, very good Pokemon. Dusclops Aromatisse, I think the right play might actually be to use a Max Wildfire here, because I don't think we can one-shot both of them. One of them is setting a TR. I have to assume it's a Dusclops. He knows what my items are. He knows what I'm about, chat. Let's see. I think I'm just going to nuke the Clops with a Wildfire, because even if he gets up the TR, if he gets up the TR and I have a Torkoal, I'm probably just going to win if I have the Wildfire ticking on one of his mons. So this actually can KO the Dusclops, and it probably does a good amount to the Aromatisse. Aromatisse might be Trick Room. He might be going like Protect Dusclops Lamau, and like Aromatisse uses TR. Aromatisse is actually base 29 speed, I believe. It's one of the best Trick Room setters right now. It's one of the best Trick Room setters. He's probably switching in the Drampa here, which means, yeah, it's almost like I played the game, chat. I still think that I made 100% the right play. Cloud9's going to turn off my Sun. It's going to disable my Solar Power for the most part. It's going to make it so my Eruptions aren't hitting as hard, my Wildfire isn't hitting as hard. But like I said, he's going to be taking so much damage from this static Wildfire. We've also been able to see 3 of his mons, which means he has the Dusclops, the Drampa, the Aromatisse. That's a very low power board. Have to assume at that point the last mon is the Primarina, but like you don't really want to deal with that. Let's see how much damage this actually does. It's not going to do nearly enough as it should, but we might be able to let him tick out from, from the Wildfire. So let's see. Survey says, what you got, Chief? Survey says, big Eruption Energy. OMG, is that a crit? Crit on the Dusclops! Yo, I'll take it. I'll take it. You know why I'll take it? I'll take it because I predicted all of that. Like I said, like, gotta watch out for Drampa switch-ins. This is the best I can do. I said, even if he got the Trick Room up, he still would be in a situation. And Primarina, it's almost like I play the game, chat. He'd be in a position where the Wildfire is just gonna win me the game. So at this point, remember, you can't use Solar Beams. The Sun technically isn't active, even though it looks like it is. Just going to go for another Eruption, and we're going to go for a humongous Overgrowth into the Primarina. He's probably either going to Dmax it or just run, right? But we also were able to scout his Primarina by, just seeing what mons he used. Being able to analyze your opponent's team is super important. I know I don't actually talk about how I know what they have a lot, but that's one of the good things about like this series. I can talk a little bit more about how I know these things. It's a lot of like conditioning. It's a lot of knowing exactly what your opponent's win condition is. And I think that's a skill that you can only really get by playing a lot of games. He's going to go Dynamax Primarina, obviously. I don't think I can get the KO here with the Overgrowth, but I don't really mind setting Overgrowth. I'm going to be able to bring my Venusaur out in a couple turns. Venusaur's really good against Primarina. It's really, really good against the Aromatisse as well. This is going to do a lot of damage. Hopefully we're not policy procking. That would be unfortunate, let's just be real. But we do set the Overgrowth, which means it's going to kind of mitigate out the Wildfire, which is not great, let's be real. But let's see what we can get done. I want to see how much damage you do to that Drampa. It's going to be really important. It's going for a Geyser. Remember, there is no Cloud9, there is no Sun mitigating this damage. He wants my Zard Dunzo'd, and you know what? He got it. What an amazing play right there. I wonder if that's Life Orb. We're going to see it right now. Are you orbed? If you're not orbed, I might be calling Belt on that one, because Specs wouldn't work in the Dynamax mode. So let's see what he's working with. Let's see. Survey says you are Life Orb. See, it's almost like I played the game. I'm able to see that he needs that Life Orb boost to actually have the damage to beat me. And him setting the rain there is so good. Let's be real and call it what it is. That's so good. I do think that I'm just gonna bring in my Venusaur. I have the grassy terrain already up. It's gonna multiply the power of my grass moves by 1.3, so it's gonna be super, super good. I don't know if I actually want to switch out my Torkoal. Let me think about this, because I could switch out my Torkoal for like Excadrill this turn if I wanted to. I think I'm just gonna bring the Venusaur in. We are using a Vested Venusaur, chat. Vested Venusaur. It's so good. We should be able to get a KO there. I think I am just going to use Eruption again, because we will be able to take out the Drampa. It makes the Drampa have to respect us. Giga Drain boosted by the power of the grassy terrain and Stab. We should be in a pretty good spot. Max Guard. He's going for a really solid play. He's going to be Max Guarding. He's going to be trying to tick up my Venusaur, but remember, in him doing this, he's definitely like ignoring my Torkoal, which is totally okay. He set the rain for this, right? Oh, I guess there's no rain because he has Cloud9. That's super smart. Super smart, chat. He's so smart. This means my rain. this means my eruption is going to be doing a lot more damage. I was actually surprised by how much damage the eruption did last turn after the snarl, but he will take out thanks to the what is it? The wildfire flames. So Drampa going down is pretty good. Drampa going down is pretty good. It's going to be my eruptions are going to be pretty weak for the rest of the game, but you know what? That's okay. I think that's totally going to be fine. Drampa's going to be ticking on out. At this point, I kind of want to just switch out my Torkoal so I can come in, reset the weather. Because, like, is there really a reason to use an eruption in the rain at -1? I don't think so. I can just switch in my Excadrill. Excadrill is also a pretty good switch in against Aromatisse. And we should be able to get away. Yeah, I don't want to use eruption in the rain against that Primarine. That's a little bit of a waste. He already uses Protect. His Protect's on cooldown. So we should be able to get the KO here. This is a really, really cool Venusaur set. It's very, very bulky, but it's strong on a special attack stat. So we should be able to pick up the KO, well, unless he has like a grass reduced bear, which we already saw he has a Lumberry, so he doesn't. He goes for the second max card. I actually want to say that might have been his best play. He's going for TR here, I would assume. I would assume he's going for Trick Room here. But look at all the health we get back. Yeah, I think that the double protect, you have to know when to hold him. You got to know when to fold him, and at that point, you know, he played everything to the best of his ability, and he really tried to get up that big TR. There's the TR right there. Aromatisse, and let's see what Aromatisse does with the flames ticking, OMG, versus Venusaur Excadrill. Like, they don't make matchups this good, not even in heaven. Awesome. And remember, even if you went for like a chip move, like a Dazzling Gleam or something to break my Excadrill Sash on the switch in, we would have had the Grassy Trainer bail us out. So we're just going to go for an Iron Head. I assume that he's probably going to scoop here, so he doesn't have to show that much about his item. We're going to be able to scout for Poison Reduce Berry, Steel Reduce Berry, Battles Cancel. That is, again, the correct play. You never know if you're going to play a lot of these people multiple times on the ladder, and so being able to deny that information is actually the smart play in that situation. If you're trying to min-max and play to the best of your ability, that is what you should be doing. But overall, that was a really good game. That was a super good game. I had a lot of fun. I know I brought the correct Pokemon for the situation. I got a little bit lucky with the crit, but you can't say we didn't deserve it. Degra, 1553. Survey says Lapras. Lapras Arcanine T-Tar. I love that. Togekiss, Dusclops, and Conkeldurr. Have to watch out for, like, this team is, it looks like it's a T-Tar Arcanine board, but it's really like a Lapras Dusclops Conk team that was really popular about a couple weeks ago. So how do I actually want to shove this in? I don't think that I think Venusaur going here is actually pretty solid, but I want to show you guys what the team is supposed to do. I do not even care if this loses me the game. I want to show you guys what the team is supposed to do. It goes Venusaur, it goes Dreadnought, and then all we do is win, chat. Actually, I don't even need to go Venusaur, do I? He doesn't have a Fake Outer, so like, I can actually get away with a couple other things. I kind of want to go Gyarados then, because Gyarados would be a lot stronger. Gyarados would be intimidated. Venusaur would make him play weird. I'm gonna go Venusaur. I mean, you want to get the Bulldoze up, but like I kind of want to hit like harder. That's why I'm thinking about it. I'm actually gonna not use Venusaur. I'm actually gonna use Excadrill. Doesn't matter to me if he intimidates me. I mean, it does. I don't want to get intimidated, but like we'll see. Torkoal, Excadrill, Charizard. Do we want Gyarados here? Gyarados is okay. I think I'm just gonna bring Zard. Oof, man, Charizard versus that. No, we're going to bring Venusaur still. I'm still going to bring my Venusaur. I think Gyarados is also usable here, but I think Venusaur is like an in and win versus like Lapras in certain situations. Togekiss, it's super good versus Conkeldurrs. A lot of Conkeldurrs run like Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch. They don't really carry the Ice Punch anymore. You do see it, but like also he's a lot slower than me. He'd have to be already having a TR up. He'd have to already have correct board control. As long as we can deny that, we can play pretty well. Okay. He's going to set up his Stone Surge. Not Stone Surge. I'm going to set the Stone Surge, guys. Are you guys ready for rocks? Guys, remember the question of the day is, what Gmax Pokemon do you guys think deserves more usage? I think it's Gmax Duraludon. Like, that's what I think. So I'm going to set some rocks. Let's rock and roll, chat. And we're going to EQ our own boy. We're going to EQ our own boy. He's probably just going to free shred the shit out of me, isn't he? It's okay. We're going to EQ our own boy. I mean, I could actually just nuke that Togekiss here by going for like a Rock Fall. That was the idea. If you didn't win Togekiss, I was going to EQ, deal like 20% of the Lapras, and then get a Weakness Policy proc. He might actually be switching out there, though. I want the Stone Surge. I want it, chat. I want it. I don't care if you set your stupid screen thing. Stupid screen thing. I don't even care. Let's go. Let us go. and then next turn I can Rockfall. So we're gonna be getting a weakness policy proc here. You're like, that's a watch out. You're hitting your own guy with an earthquake. I'll live. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. I think. I want to see him follow me though. Otherwise, I'll just be big sad. I don't know if I can need an earthquake like and a resonance, but I want to say he's hitting our Excadrill. We'll see. Chat, what do you guys think he's gonna do? What do you guys think? He's going big Lapras energy. Yeah, this resonance is gonna be lame. I don't have any brick breakers on this team. But that doesn't mean I actually can't do something. So let's see. Got the big EQ. He didn't follow me. Never looked. Is that like Sash Tokus? Look how much damage that did to my own guy. Holy shit. Yeah, I probably could have one-shotted the Lapras. Let's be real. A +2 max Rockfall. It would have done a lot. There's my Sash. He's hitting my Excadrill. I'm actually okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. Because we got Stone Surge up right now. We got the Stone Surge up. Dill yeet. And I want to see if he's... It'd be really cool if he went for like a water attack. Give me my Swift Swim boost. One thing I really like about this team is that I can actually go for the... what is it? I might not die. You're in for a bad time. Anyways, I can actually go for like the max rock falls with my Duraludon and activate my Excadrill Sand Rush. I think that's one really cool thing about this team. You can go for so many different weather wars with this team. I can go for sand. I can go for rain with the Swift Swim Dreadnought. I can go for sun. There's so many options we have. Dusclops is here. I actually am going to just nuke. I'm going to nuke it. I'm going to nuke this Lapras right now. And if he wants to go like... protect Lapras? Let me think about that. I don't care if he protects Lapras and goes for like... What is that move? Nightshade? That doesn't really bother me. I'm thinking if I should Iron Head the Lapras. It's neutral, or if I should just Rock Slide. I think I'm just going to Rock Slide. I'd like to deny the TR. That'd be nice. He's max guarding with Lapras, right? Yeah. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Because we're just going to flinch you right here. Totally fine! Flinch town. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, flinch. Flinch it. Flinch it. Rockfall denied. Alright, let's see what else you got. Flinched. OMG, chat. It's almost like I played the game. What else would you have me do? Would you really have me ignore the Lapras? That loses to, like, so many things. Like, I had to do exactly what I did. And remember, he does have a resonance up, but I feel that, like, this is still the right play. We need to get that Lapras low enough to where it can get KO'd by a Torque Eruption. I want him to TR. I want him to TR like this turn after his Lapras is at like 20%. The Rockfall is +2 super effective stab. Big damage. Lapras, he's gonna get KO'd by the Sandstorm. I mean, he's gonna set a Resonance probably. No, he already have Resonance up. He's gonna probably set the Geyser, but it's okay. I'll just come with Torkoal. Resonance. Oh, I'll take it. So he's probably gonna get at least a... Oh, he didn't attack my Dreadnought. Yes. Yes. So Lapras is going to tick out. And Dreadnought has the special D boost right now. Let's be real. I had a special D boost. So that's a power of rock typing. Everyone's going to take that big sandstorm damage. I think that's totally fine, by the way. So he gets his Trick Room up, but like, he only has Dusclops, right? And what? Dusclops and what? Can he really defeat my boy Torkoal? Or should I just send out Venusaur? I think Venusaur is actually pretty decent. I think I might actually send the Venusaur out here. And then send the Torkoal out after. I think I could send the Torkoal out now, though. I'm going to send the Torkoal out now. It's going to really... the thing about it is, like, I still have one more turn of my Gmax, right? I'm going to send the Venusaur out. Venusaur will make him respect the ability for me to go for a couple other weird plays. I don't think this is throwing. I think this is helping. He doesn't want to deal with both of these at the same time. Like, he could go for, like, a Drain Punch, but then he'd be ignoring my Venusaur. Sorry. So, let's see. Like, which one you gonna do? What you gonna name it? I'm gonna go for an EQ here. If he lets that go off, he lets it go off, and I can win. And probably just a Sludge. No, probably just want to kick a Drain into the Conch. Doesn't matter to me what move actually goes off. He's going to KO the Dreadnought. Dreadnought will be going down this turn, but it forces him to do it. Pain Split? Go for it. That's one of the reasons why I used Giga Drain Chief. One of the reasons why I used Giga Drain Chief. And Drain Punch into that guy? I think that's totally... Oh, he Drain Punched my Venusaur. So you've decided to lose the game. We'll see. It might have something. I should underspeed all of those guys with my Torkoal. but we're probably going to like dump truck our own Venusaur. I think this is actually okay. I actually thought he was going to do something a little bit different. I thought my Venusaur was going to get a little bit more damage off, but you know what? Dusclops is still about the same. Conkeldurr is now within range for an Eruption, so I think we're in an okay spot. I wanted to use that over the Rock Slide because I want to do that big damage to the Conkeldurr. It sucks I caved my Venusaur, but it's not the end of the world. We have Torkoal out here. He can totally go for like a Mach Punch on my Duraludon. He can totally go for a Mach Punch on my Torkoal. I think we're going to be okay, though. We're just going to go for a Rock Slide this turn. And go for the biggest Eruption you've ever seen in your life. How's that sound? How does that sound? I kind of want to protect. Oh, he doesn't go for it. The big Eruptions going up. Can we get the KO? Survey says Conkeldurr goes down for the count. And what is Dusclops up to? He's going to Pain Split. Haze. He's deciding to take away my weakness policy boost. Well, let's see how well that works for you when I'm still slamming in regular Rock Slides. This guy, this is all, by the way, through a Resonance. He has a Resonance up right now. Like, remember that. Like, it's still here. Like, I'm still doing all this massive damage through the Light Clay Aurora Veil. And you know what? That's the power Stealth Rock. Give me those rolls that I need. And let's just take the win. I think this team's actually super fun. The ability to go for like multiple different forms of weather is just a really, really fun way to play. So hopefully you guys like this team. I'm probably going to be featuring it on stream later this week. So if you guys do like it, maybe think about following the channel here on YouTube. Maybe think about checking out the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/THATSAplusONE. There's going to be links to that in the description of this video. Again, hopefully you guys like the team. This team has actually taken me a couple of weeks to make. I've been really working on how I could use Dreadnought, and I really do like, let's go back out and check out the team again. Like, I really do like all the different things this team can do. You can go Torkoal, right, with Charizard. You can go Torkoal with Venusaur. You can go Charizard Excadrill and go for, like, EQ's Wildfires. You can go Excadrill with Gyarados and go, like, EQ's whatever you would like to do with Gyarados. Gyarados, even, if you check out the Gyarados set, right? If you check out the Gyarados set can set the rain for Dreadnought Swift Swim. It can also set the sand for the Excadrill Sand Rush. So we have the ability to go for big sand teams, big water teams, big sun teams. There's no hail in here, but maybe I'll be able to work something in. I think Charizard's still super good. I really like the Venusaur set. The Venusaur set is a vested set, like I said. And remember, you have the ability to go for like Bulldozes or even Earth Powers into your own Duraludon, activating your weakness policy, and it just hits like an absolute truck, as you saw in the last game. This Pokemon is so good. There's so many good Gmax options that I feel people aren't really realizing. I know one of the next Gmax mons I want to see is Gmax Meowth. I'm going to be trying a Gmax Meowth team relatively soon. So, again, hopefully you guys like the video. If you guys want to answer that question today, if you haven't yet, let me know what Gmax mons you think deserve more usage in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.